everybody. Long time no see. Yeah, I mean, I know I've had some videos on my channel recently, but I feel like I haven't actually had a conversation with you guys and like an update, and as some of you have very poignantly pointed out, my weigh-ins are gone from my channel. They're not gone from my Instagram, but they're gone from my YouTube channel. A lot has been going on with me recently, and I wanted to just sit down and have like a catch up, just like real and raw and honest, and just give you guys an update as to where I've been and what I've been working on and just where I am in life right now. So just like a chat about feelings. So first thing I want to talk about is this past few months and where the heck I've been, what I've been doing, what I've been going through, because I've put up a couple videos, but they've been really surface level and I haven't really talked to you guys about things. And I feel like that was a big part of my channel when I first started it, was I just talked to you guys and I just like, I wasn't afraid to be real. And that is something I'm really, I've been experiencing like a lot of fear, and it's been feeling like I've been holding myself back a lot recently, and like just kind of scared of things, which is why my videos have been pretty surface level. I haven't really been putting much effort into them. I don't really like them, to be completely honest with you guys. So that's kind of why I just stopped and took a step back and was like, okay, I need to like give myself a break. If you guys have watched my past few videos over maybe the past like 4 or so months, I mentioned that I haven't been feeling well, and I didn't know why or like what was going on with me, but it started like really slow symptoms of where I just kind of like, I was getting really lethargic and really tired. I was getting really bad headaches, not sleeping well, and then like whenever I'd work out, I would get like, I did talk about this, I would get these muscle cramps that it would just be like so intense and overwhelming, like from my knees to like my low back. My whole body would just kind of like cramp up in like long time, and it was really painful. And so I just stopped working out because I was like, okay, maybe my body is like overworked, or I'm tired, or I'm burnt out, or something. Something was going on. I didn't know what, but I also didn't immediately try and find a reason for it. So it was just kind of like sitting with it. And that caused a lot of depression and like isolation and a lot of like negative self-talk. And I just wasn't feeling it for a while, until I finally like, I don't know what clicked for me, to be honest with you guys. I don't know what made me realize it, and I don't know how I didn't realize it sooner, but some of you may know this, some of you may not. I've mentioned it very briefly here and there. I have congenital hypothyroidism. I was born actually with a third of my thyroid gland as a preemie, and it kind of just shrunk down and never functioned. So I've been on replacement therapy for thyroid my entire life. So I take medicine every morning to replace my thyroid because I don't have a working one. And I have been at the same dosage for a while. I didn't get in to get it checked because I didn't, and I wasn't responsible in that sense. And turns out what I thought was going on, I was like, okay, so this makes sense. My thyroid is low. That's why I'm feeling so sick and lethargic and depressed and just like not with it. But I finally went in to see an endocrinologist. She's great. I'm really happy with her. I'm excited because she's getting everything sorted out. But it turns out my thyroid was actually high. The dose I was on was for someone who was like 60 pounds heavier than I am right now. So there's a lot of science that goes in. I will link some articles down below as far as like how the thyroid works and how it works when you have congenital hypothyroidism, because there's a lot of science into it. And I'm gonna do a full video talking about it, but like I'm still not fully educated, and I wanna make sure I bring you guys the most accurate information I can. So I'm still working on that video, but my thyroid levels, the dosage I was on was too high, which also could cause all of the symptoms that I was having, as well as like some of my vitamin levels, like vitamin D and vitamin B12 and C, were low. Basically, my body just like wasn't in good health, and it was affecting everything. Literally every part of what was going on with me was just like, my whole body was just kind of out of whack, and I felt it, and it was really nice to get an answer, because I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. This isn't in my head. I'm not just going through this like crazy bout of depression that's affecting me physically too. So that's kind of a gist of the health problems. I am on what is hopefully the right dose right now. It takes like 6 weeks at least for it to start working. So I go in to get it retested pretty soon, and I'm still not I'm still not at 100%. I'm still not feeling very well, and it still affects me, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did, and I'm so grateful for that, because I'd been getting really hard on myself, and like I didn't know like how I was gonna do anything, and I was doing just like the bare minimum just to like exist. And you know, there's always that part of me that like wanted to do more, but I just felt so out of it and so not like myself, that I didn't do anything else. I haven't been to the gym. That's kind of bad. I can't even remember the last time I was in the gym. I haven't been working out. My weight has plateaued. I don't even know if I showed it on here, but I actually got down to my lowest weight, but I'm back up 5 pounds or 6 pounds. I'm at 211 right now. My weight has plateaued, and that's disappointing, but I have done a lot of work. I'm trying to like, it's really hard for me to kind of like put into words what I'm feeling, and I'm trying, so just bear with me. Over the past few months, I've been doing a lot of work. I tend to get stuck in this cycle of progressing and doing really well, and then not. As you guys can go back on my channel and see, it's very apparent that that's a habit and a cycle that I go through. And I think it's something to a point that everyone goes through, but it's been like that my entire life, and not just with weight loss or health or eating or anything like that, but also with social situations. I find myself only being able to connect up to a certain point, and then I get scared or something happens and I just stop and I like freeze, and I either kind of start regressing or just completely go back to the beginning and like shut everything out and everyone and just like isolate. So feeling so bad, because my thyroid levels also affected my mental health, and I got stuck in a pretty intense depression and like anxiety cycle as well. So I got back into therapy, I should say. I was seeing a therapist for a while. There were some insurance change-ups, and I had to stop seeing the therapist I was seeing, and I found a new one, and I've been seeing her for a while now, and I'm really happy. It's really, I feel like I feel like we're actually making progress, and it's a really hard work, and it's really intense and really emotional, and yeah, it's been hard because I don't know how much to talk about on here, but I'm in seeing a therapist, and we're working on things. For so long I was like afraid to face things and afraid to think about certain things in my life, and like really give them attention, because I was afraid I was gonna get stuck and end up, you know, letting those things define me in a negative way and letting them hold me back. But through therapy and things I've been doing recently, I've realized that I've been holding myself back by not facing them, and by not processing them, and by not acknowledging them, and by not letting them go. So that's what I've been working on, and it's crazy to me because there are like specific memories in my past and experiences that I had as a young kid that literally like started this inner monologue I have about my own self-worth, about my body image, about how I feel that other people see me, and about how I feel about myself. And I'm gonna get more into that into a future video because it's something I really want to talk about. But this is just kind of like an overall update of things. So I've been doing that. My mental health hasn't been in a good place, to be completely honest with you. Partially due to the thyroid, partially due to just my circumstances and not like just not feeling like myself and feeling capable of doing the things I want to do with my life, and not, in some senses, like not feeling good enough, like kind of imposter syndrome. But I'm working on it, and that's what matters, is I'm being active about it, and I'm being proactive, I guess, and like thinking and I'm working on them and letting go of those fears. Because one thing I have also found is fear is a very present emotion in my life and affects a lot of things in me, and I'm working on processing those and letting go and not letting fear overtake me. So, part 2 of this little update thing, where I am now in the present, currently still in therapy, working on the things. Like I said, I'll be going in soon to retest my thyroid. I'm still not feeling 100%. I still am feeling tired and lethargic and still depressed and anxious, but not as much, which is great. I'm still struggling. I'm struggling with feeling competent and capable, and like things I want for my life are possible. And that's something for a long time, and you can go back on my channel and see, like, I was like, this is what I want, and I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna do it, and nothing's gonna hold me back, and nothing's gonna stand in my way. But while I still believe that, there are things, including myself, that get in my way. And I think the difference now is I'm being real about it, and I'm like talking about it, and I'm feeling it. Like, I'm so scared to feel things sometimes because, like I said, I don't want to get stuck. So I'm feeling these things, and I'm currently working on realizing that it's okay to not be okay, and just kind of sit with that, and then, you know, make a game plan or start working on how to get out of that slump. So that's where I am mental health wise. Not the best. I've been having some body image issues and stuff, but I'm better than I was. And that's what matters, is I'm progressing and I'm moving forward, even if it's slow. Which brings me to my next point. Next point being weight loss and health and all of that jazz. Because my channel has been literally, other than my travel vlogs, all about my weight loss. And while that still is a big part of my life, one thing I've realized is, like, you know, the whole cycle of getting stuck and then regressing. I'm never going to get to where I want to be and be able to maintain it if I don't face these things. I'm working on accepting the fact that if I have to slow down right now, both like with weight loss and just in general, process these things and to let go of them, these things that have defined like literally my entire life and defined the way I see myself, then that's okay. And I'm working on accepting that and coming to terms with that, and realizing that if I don't do it now, I'm gonna have to do it at a later point in my life. And at that later point in my life, I may be worse off than I am now. And I'm pretty freaking lucky right now. That's where I am with weight loss and mental health. And in terms of this channel, I don't know. Guys, let's be real. I don't know anything right now. But in terms of this channel, I still obviously want to be here. I want to be making videos. I want to be documenting these changes and talking about mental health and the process of letting go and just documenting my journey instead of just documenting like my weight loss, because that defined me for a while. Documenting everything. I've been working hard, like I said. I've been getting out more. I've been doing fun things. I've been doing social things. I've been pushing myself to do more of those things, not as much as I would like to, but more than I have in the past. And so this channel, I think one of the reasons why I've stopped making vlogs is because a lot of things in my life right now seem really raw, and like things that I am not ready to talk about that are taking up a lot of my mental energy and my time right now. And so vlogging just didn't necessarily seem appropriate, or like I wasn't comfortable with it. And like even my last vlog, like vlogging on campus, I was in the midst of working through all this stuff at that time too, and I think you can kind of tell I felt I was disconnected. I wasn't comfortable with it at all. And I think I need to honor that. And so I'm not saying I'm not gonna vlog. I'm gonna be incorporating some other videos and some other topics as well, more sit down videos like this where I just sit here and talk to you guys, or I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything right now. But that's kind of an update. I'm not going away, but just like my Instagram, I don't know if I even talked about it on here. I changed my Instagram name from Melting Zell to Roselle, because I feel, again, like I am not just the weight loss, and that's not the only part of who I am and my identity. So I just changed it to Roselle, and I'm really happy with it, and it felt really good to let go of that. I feel like I am in the process of a change in my life, and a change in how I see myself, and a change in knowing what I want, and kind of like finding myself, discovering my identity. And it's really scary and intimidating and overwhelming, but it feels right. And like I feel like even though it's so scary, like I'm ready to make these changes, and I'm ready to discover who I am and discover what I want, and kind of have a better picture of who I am overall, rather than just the weight loss person. Yeah. If there are any topics or any videos like you want to see me do on here, please let me know. This isn't like, I feel like I'm making this more dramatic than it is, but I feel like I haven't been real with you guys, and I haven't just sat down and talked to you guys and updated you guys. So I'm by no means going away. I am just growing into myself. And I know some of you specifically are subscribed to me for the weight loss content, and that will still be part of my channel, but it's not gonna be the entirety of it. Like, it's not gonna be solely weight loss. It's gonna be, who knows what else, I don't know yet. It's just gonna be like my life and sharing my journey with you guys, just like it's always been, just in a more whole round picture. If you're cool with that, if you want to stick around and like watch that and be part of this, and just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I want to be like, the things I want to talk about and the things I want to say and the things I want to make videos about are things I wish I would have seen someone make videos about when I was in the middle of my weight loss journey, or when I was thinking about starting, or when I was going through extreme depression or anxiety or anything like that. So just like being real. And I can't promise I'm gonna be real all the time and like be completely unfiltered. But I'm gonna share what I feel comfortable sharing, and I'm gonna talk about what I feel comfortable talking about, even if it's scary or intimidating. I'm rambling so much right now. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm still in school, still working full time. I cut my hair off again, as you can see. It was pretty bad. It was like down to like here. I was looking like a soccer mom, and not in a good sense. I wasn't looking like a cute soccer mom. I was looking like I don't know what I was looking like. It wasn't good though. So I cut my hair off again. That was a huge emotional release and experience and letting go, which I think is just like the theme of my life right now. So did that, still working, still going to school. I've maintained that, which has been a blessing, but also overwhelming to maintain that and also do all this work that I'm doing internally. I want to be present. I want to, like I said, I'm gonna slow down. I've already been slowing down and just taking time and like not feeling like I have to have a solution and a justification and an explanation and a rationalization for every single thing in my life, and just feeling it and acknowledging it and examining it and letting it go, and still focus on my health and, you know, nourish my body with good food and do exercise to, you know, what I feel is appropriate and what I feel like doing, and really just kind of being intuitive and like listening to my body and just like listening to what my body and like what I need, and taking time for myself to do those things, whatever it is, whether it's social, whether it's like going to do a float tank session, or whether it's going to do a yoga class or a meditation, or whether it's coming home in the middle of the day from school and taking a nap and like not judging myself for it and just like having kindness and love for myself. And I just want to keep progressing. That's all I want right now. Just to keep working on myself and to give myself time to just be without the pressure that I have felt in the past to be really like on the ball, progressing like immediately, super fast. Like just slow down and be here and enjoy the moment. So I think that's it. I feel like this video was important to make. For a while I didn't want to make videos. Like I said, I didn't want to vlog either because I just didn't want to. And I honored that and I listened to that, and I'm at the point now where I want to come back. I don't know what that looks like, but that's where I am right now. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Like I said, no hard feelings if you were here solely for the weight loss. If you want to unsubscribe, that's fine. That's totally fine. I get it. I recently went through a YouTube detox where I unsubscribed from a lot of channels that I didn't feel like benefited me or caused me to think about the world or myself in a negative way, so I get it. And I hope that's not what I'm doing. If anything, I want to like be like express a message of positivity and self-acceptance and self-love and just being cool with yourself and like, but yes, for those of you who are sticking around and for those of you who may be new to my channel, my name is Roselle. I've been on a journey for the past 3 years. You can go check that out on my channel, and I'm currently in the process of discovering myself and refining myself and redefining who I am and like growing into myself. And if you want to be part of my journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I also obviously leave my social media links. Gotta do that shameless plug. My Instagrams, my main Instagram at Roselle, and my photography, Finsta, whatever else I want to post, Roselle 2. Very original. And also my Patreon. I do have a Patreon. To be fair, and to my patrons who I have spoken to, clearly my videos have declined recently, and so I thank my patrons who have stuck around because you guys support me, and I will leave the link to that down below if you want to join my Patreon. I'm still gonna be here, my videos will always be here, nothing is different. There are just some extra things. You don't need to. If you want to, that'd be awesome because it helps me create more and it helps me like fund this YouTube thing, because I would eventually love this to be a career. Yeah, that's it. I Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting me. Those of you, whether you've been here from the beginning of my channel or whether you just recently found me, I'm happy to have you guys here. Let me know down below how you found my channel. I'm really interested to see that, if any of you have gotten to this point in the video. Tell me down below how you found my channel, because I'd be really interested to figure that out, or like when you found my channel. And that is it. Hope you guys have a great week, a great day, a great minute, a great hour. Make today great, own the day, be chill with yourself, give yourself time to rest and like relax and show love towards yourself. And don't forget, the only way to predict your future is to go out there and create it for yourself. I will see you guys next time.